not be and not be a part of their life. And then to make a long story short, now I'm here on this journey with my wife, which started 3 years ago when I first met her, and I fell in love with Goose. I remember the first night when she came out of the room and she was like, "Mommy, I miss my dad." And Babe said to her, "Your dad is here, and he will always be here with you in spirit and always." And 3 years later, look now, we are married, and she's calling me dad. You know what I mean? So that made me feel good. I remember when she was going to school and I went to go pick her up and they was like, so now we finally get to meet the person that makes the food, because they were saying that she likes to, every morning before they start class, they tell what they did the night before, and Goose would tell them like, my stepdad made some food for us. So on the last day of school, me and Babe got together and I made some food and took it up to the kids and, let them enjoy it. So I just want to say that I love you, babe. And this was a long journey. I'm so proud of you. And Bruce, you my baby. I'll do anything for you. So, babe, let's start the video.
All right. And now we're going to share a special video in honor of the fathers who are no longer.
There's a hero if you look inside your heart. You don't have to be afraid of what you are. There's an answer if you reach into your soul, and the sorrow that you know will melt away. And then a hero comes along with the strength to carry on, and you cast your fears aside, and you know you can survive. So when you feel like hope is gone, look inside
Yes. Wow. I hope everyone could hear the music in the background. I just want to make sure. Okay. And so now, I just again wanted to thank everyone for being here tonight. I want to welcome you to the official book launch of Mothers of Exceptional Children, The Journey, the Joy, and the Plight of Real Advocacy, written by Dr. Abena Asantewa, Angela Williams, Cheryl Barnes, Nicole Buckner, Sherilyn Wheeler, and myself, Khadijah Ali Wilson. I'm so excited to finally be here and just be grateful for everyone showing up here tonight to celebrate with us. And in 2018, I had a vision of finally sharing my journey, our journey, Goose and I's journey together as a mother with an exceptional child. And, back in 1999, at the turn of the century, there was no internet. You couldn't go on the internet to find out information about your child's condition. And when I was pregnant with Kisma, I didn't know that she had Down syndrome. It was such a shock when she was born and the doctors came in and told us, what was going on with her. And so I had to spend hours and hours and hours scouring the internet, scouring the library and getting books to find out about Down syndrome. The only thing that I knew about Down syndrome was the show Life Goes On with Corky. And so at least with that, I knew maybe she might have a chance at life. I didn't know a whole lot. And so I really had to advocate for her with the doctors. And I talk about that in the book, about navigating her doctor's visits and literally bringing information to the doctors and saying, hey, this is the scale that she needs to be on. If you measure her according to a regular typical child's chart, she's never going to be on the chart. And so we've had an amazing journey. And she was blessed enough to be born into a family where she had siblings that she could learn and meet all her milestones. And so fast forward to 2018, I'm like, I need to write this story. I need to tell this story. And I think I was talking to a very dear friend who's here tonight, Medea, and she was like, tell the story. I know so many people. And it's really because of her that two of the authors here tonight, Nicole and Angela, they came through the connection through her. And, I put out the call on Facebook. We had a lot of people that responded. We had about 14 or 15 people that started out with us originally. And then in 2018, as we were preparing to start writing our chapters and we were thinking about the title, I was diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. And so my life halted at that time. And I really didn't know, a lot about first lymphoma and all of that. And I had to learn so much in that. So the book got put on hold. And, I went through treatments and I came out on the other side and everything was good. But then I felt like I needed to put my life back together. And so we went from 15 to about 10, and then the 10 dwindled down. And, six of us are here. Six of us are here. And I feel like the people who are meant to be in the book are here. And so tonight, I'm so excited to introduce the authors to each and every one of you. They're going to have a chance to share a little bit about themselves, their chapter, and the journey that they themselves have been on. So before we get into that, I'm going to play another short video. Get that up right quick. Hold tight.
unborn spoke with Creator and said, "Mother, how will I survive?" The child yet unborn spoke with Creator and said, "Mother, how will I survive in the world? I will not be like other children. My walk may be slower, my speech will be hard to understand. I will look, think, and process differently. What is to become of me?" The Creator replied, "Oh, my precious, precious one, have no fear. I have given you exceptional superpowers. You will be able to teach the world how to love unconditionally. You will have the power to bring a smile to every face and soften every heart that you encounter. Just by your presence, you'll show the world the beauty in every person I have created differently. I will give you exceptional parents that will guide, protect, and marvel in your accomplishments. They will learn to love you because you are special, not in spite of it. Though others on the outside may see your path throughout life as difficult, your reward will be greater. You have been blessed with a special ability to love, and those whose lives you touch will be blessed because you are special.
All righty. And so without further ado, I'm going to bring up our very first author. Her name is Angela Williams. Her son, her exceptional child is Nation. And Angela, where are you, my love? Here she goes. There you go.
Hello. I hope you guys can hear me good.
Yes, we can hear you.
My exceptional child is Nation, who is actually on the Zoom. If you see him, hi Nation. Yeah, 21 in July, and it has been a journey. It has been the joy and the plight of real advocacy to the definition of the word advocacy for us. Nation has just been life. He has been an actual blessing, which is the title of my chapter, Unexpected Blessing, because the things that I have learned from him, the values that I've gotten from him, just by being his mother, his caregiver. He has spastic quadriplegia, cerebral palsy, which is all four limbs are tight. And he has just shown me just what the power of your mind can do. If you set yourself to do something, you do it. My chapter is just about the advocacy that I had to take, because I was sent home with my child, not even knowing that he had cerebral palsy. I actually diagnosed him myself through the same things that Khadijah was talking about, through Ask Jeeves, and what was it? I think Google wasn't even around. I think it was Ask Jeeves, and it was one other one it was. But that is how our journey took place. And I just laid out everything in my chapter about how things were for us when we first got started in the process of just learning about what he could do. And I've always tried to tell him, you can do anything. And that is what he has done. And the schooling system that we are in Hamburg has been very beneficial. Has just catapulted and taken over the school. They love him to death. He's just learned so much. Excuse the noise in the background. I'm actually at work. So that is just our story. My story just goes through how I had to navigate life being a young mother of 4 by the time I was 23, plus one with a disability. Just how everything from the mental, having to be able to get together, and just how great my child is. That is one wonderful child. He's like the best thing. He keeps a smile on my face because he keeps a smile on his own face. Let me just say that. So, and let me say, just being able to see the book and read the other mother's chapters. Wow, ladies, you guys are so awesome. I just want to commend you guys. Like reading your chapter, I'm like, holy cow, I got to catch up with my writing skills, because y'all mamas is on it, and I love it so much. And thank you, Khadijah, for getting us all involved and keeping us going and getting this like to fruition. Like, wow. Like, I'm so happy to be a part, and thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Angela. We appreciate you. You are an amazing mother. You are an amazing woman. I can't wait to see everything that you're doing with your life. We've had a similar walk in our journeys, and I just thank you so much for sticking with us, and I just appreciate you, and I love you, and thank you for being here. Yay, we did it, we did it, we did it, we did it. Yes. All righty. So next up, we have Dr. Abena Asantewa. Oh my gosh, this woman is absolutely amazing. Actually, I met Dr. Abena through someone who is here tonight supporting us, Nidal Safi, and we met instantly, we clicked. We're both Leos, so we understand each other. As Angela too, she's a Leo. We understand each other. And so I'm honored tonight. She's going to talk about her chapter. She's going to talk about her journey. She has more than 30 years of experience in the public school systems. And so without further ado, I'm going to introduce you all to Dr. Abena Asantewa. Take it away.
Greetings, greetings. I'm real happy to be here, and I didn't realize it has been as long as it's been, because I was just like, okay, well, I'm here. You know, okay, well, whenever we're ready, I'm here. So I'm glad to be here to see it actually in the flesh, so to speak. So part of my story is that about half of my career was in academia. The other half was in the schools, public schools, charter schools, private schools. And there were a lot of things that I saw that I had to just kind of bite my tongue about. And I'm happy to be out of that system so I can talk about the things that I saw that can help the parents, because a lot of times when folks go to the school, and for some folks, the school is the best resource they have. They're struggling figuring out what to do, because at the time that these mothers started, a lot of them, there weren't a lot of services, you know, that you could go to outside of the school. So you're hoping that the school is taking care of your child. And I think everybody kind of found out that that's not really the case. So my contribution is to talk about, to try to demystify that special education system, because everybody who has their children in school has got to negotiate that system. And for the most part, nobody explains it to you, and they don't explain that the school doesn't necessarily have your child's best interests at heart. For example, I was talking, I guess it was yesterday evening, about the fact that there was one child that the grandmother had to come and ask me to do the testing. She had to request from the district that this particular psychologist do the testing, because they were saying that her child had speech problems and behavior problems and sensory problems and all of the pieces of autism, but they wouldn't call it autism, because they were saving, you know, one of the things that they don't tell you frequently is that the district is operating under a budget, and they're deciding how to spend their money. And a lot of times they're saving their money for people that look like them. And if you are not in a position to know what your rights are, to know how to negotiate that system, some people have had good experiences with the public school, some people haven't. And to the extent that they haven't, I think the school either didn't know what to do with their child, or they weren't willing to spend the kind of resources that would have been necessary to give them what they needed. So a lot of these mothers, in addition to the challenge that they're facing, have been trailblazers. They had to go out and find out for themselves what was available and what could be done, and you know what they could do. And hats off, I didn't really see the stories until we were just about finished, and I'm in awe of everybody. Everybody in this book, I'm the only one that's not writing about my child, but everybody else, I just take my hat off to you. You know, most of them had to figure out a way to get it done, and now they can tell you. And every chapter is that particular person's story told through their voice, and it's a different angle every time. None of the two stories are the same. The journey's not the same, the child's not the same, how things played out is not the same, but everybody has something of value to tell. And I knew if Khadija was suggesting it, that it was going to be a good project to be a part of. And so I'm proud to have met the rest of the mothers. I'm proud to be a contributor to this. And the one thing that I would say to any parents of exceptional children is don't trust anybody else with your child. Don't assume that anybody has your child's interests at heart the way you do. Don't turn over your child's future or what's going to happen to them to anybody else. You got to hold on to those reins because they need you. So that's me.
Wow. Thank you so much, Dr. Abena. That's amazing. And I can't wait for people to read your chapter and the amount of information that you're sharing. And, you know, it's so powerful to have you with the amount of experience that you've had share in this way. I wish I had a you back in maybe 2003, that I could come to and say, hey, you know, how do I go into these IEP meetings and how do I go and advocate for my child? And so I just appreciate you so much.
Because they're using terminology and you don't know what
You
that
don't
means.
know.
Everybody in the room knows but you.
Right. Okay, and so now we're going to move forward, and our next speaker, our next author up is Cheryl Barnes, and I just want to say a few things about her before she speaks. We met through an experience. We both were widows. I met her, I think, through a group. I think maybe before Hope for Widows, I met you, Cheryl. And we just connected. We were also co-authors in another book called Widowed But Not Wounded. And when I approached her, she was down for it, ready to go. And her son, Miles, like she says in her chapter, the extraordinary Mr. Miles, he is that. And so at this time, I'm going to unmute you, Cheryl, and congratulations, and I love you. And let's do this. Gotta unmute yourself.
Okay. All right. Can everybody hear me now? Good evening, everybody. I wanted Miles to be on camera for a second, but he's not feeling well. So think positive thoughts for him, if you would. My journey started out like a typical mom's journey. You know, I had an older son who was 7. And then when Miles was born, it's like, cool beans. I have 2 boys and I always wanted boys. I never wanted girls. Miles is always a little special to me anyway, because he looked a whole lot like his dad. And he was a little Buddha face with the chubby cheeks and everything. Just a typical baby. When he got a little older, my husband and I noticed that he wasn't, you know, doing the things that his older brother had done. So we thought, okay, maybe this is just him, and let's just wait it out and see what happens. When he was in daycare, the daycare director said, hey, you might want to get him tested. We're seeing other things. So we did all of that. They said he had a disability, but of course couldn't identify it, which I believe that's part of what Abena was saying, is they're on a budget. So they just throw all these kids into a big bucket and call them unspecified learning disabilities, something crazy like that. So he went through school, and most of the teachers did not understand how to deal with him. They didn't know what to do. And I would go to meet your teacher and I would hand them the IEP that we were given and say, please read this, because this is how you need to be able to deal with my son. And not until the 5th grade, actually the 6th grade, when he was in middle school and was failing every single class because nobody would work with him. He was still in regular education classes. I said, okay, time out. We need to figure out what's going on. And I thought, and I observed my own son. So I said, okay, let's test him for autism. Let's see what's going on. And it turns out, no, he doesn't have autism. He has intellectual disability, which means in the old school yucky term that I hate. He's mentally retarded, which I hate that, and I hate when people say it because I don't feel that that's what he is. So his IQ is about 70, but to me, he's the smartest kid ever because he can talk you to death about Marvel, talk you to death about DC, DC Comics, dinosaurs. That's his thing. You talk to him about dinosaurs, he will never shut up. He's excelled in the classes that he's been put in now, and everyone says how warm and loving and caring he is. And there's nobody that don't love Mr. Miles. That's just how it is. There's nobody that don't love him. And I think that's what carries him through. And that's definitely what carries me through. Because as Khadija said, I did lose my husband. It'll be 8 years this year. And it was right in the middle, actually at the beginning of this journey of trying to figure out what's going on with my son. So I did not have that extra lean on person. And on top of that, my husband was a master's of social work. So if he had still been here, we may not have had to jump through so many hoops to figure out what to do because he worked with at-risk children. So I'm rambling on, but to say that Miles is the light of my life, he's my heart, and I don't see him as retarded, mentally disabled. He's extraordinary. He's extraordinary and he's exceptional. So that's what I had to say.
Amazing. Thank you so much for sharing. As you said, that's my man. Mr. Miles is
That's
my
my
man.
boy. That's my boy.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Cheryl, for sharing tonight. And we just thank you again for participating in the writing project with us. And now we have next up a beautiful sister. Again, I met this sister through a sister who's here tonight. A lot of people I'm connected to through other people, but I met Nicole through my sister Medea, and we just, again, hit it off. I wound up in Chicago one day, and somehow we had Italian food together, and I was trying to get back to my hotel, and she was like, I'll take you. And my hotel was far, but she volunteered and she took me. And so when this project came up and she said she was interested, she dove right in, stayed till the very end, 10 toes down. And I'm excited to hear her talk about her experience with her son, Paul Jameer, better known as Jameer. And so without further ado, where is my beautiful sister, Nicole? Let me do that for you, my dear, and take it away.
Hello, everyone. How are you? Thank you so much. First of all, I just need to give honor to you and Medea. Medea, thank you for this connection. And Khadija Ali, I mean, you have no idea what you've started. Honestly, you don't, but you will soon. This project was just really wonderful. It was also cathartic, a lot of pain. I cried lots of nights writing this. And losing my son's father. And thank you for that tribute. I had to blank my screen for a while because I had to really get myself together. That was unexpected. Thank you though so much for that. He was a wonderful man, and all his spirit is in my son to this day. And I don't make any decisions around my son without talking to him. So let me just say that. This young man was loved in utero. He was planned. Number one, we were young parents. My son's father was playing professional football. We said, you know what, we're ready to start our family. We're gonna get this going. And we had this beautiful boy, beautiful baby boy who was the first of everything. He was the first great-grandchild, grandchild, nephew, first everything. And we just knew that with the love we had for him and the pregnancy went well, that we were just gonna have this beautiful bouncing boy and just carry on out through life. What we did not anticipate was that one day my son would start to lose language. He went from being very precocious, very happy, singing nursery rhymes, knew his alphabet A to Z, knew his numbers. I mean, he was just really a precocious kid. And then one day, juice please became less leaves in front of the refrigerator with a sippy cup. And I'm observing this and I'm like, what's going on with my child? And then all of a sudden he didn't need his parents like he once did. And I have been exposed to children. I was everyone's child caretaker or what have you. So I just knew something was really starting to be unique about my son. And I kept questioning it. I kept going to the pediatrician. What is this? What is going on? Why is he changing all of a sudden? And there was never an answer. I mean, honestly, never an answer. It took medicinally 10 years for me to find out my son has autism. But I knew he had autism, but it took 10 years to have him diagnosed. I took him through a school evaluation, which for us at that time was the best thing, sliced bread, because they sat with Paul and I, they walked us through every step. They told us what to expect, what they would do in this observation process. And it is because of that team that we were able to afford our son with getting early intervention, pre-K, early childhood education, special ed. We got him services both in our school district in Midlothian. At the time I lived in Country Club Hills. And then I ended up taking him to other places to get related services. And I found people that look like us, which was probably the most important thing when I think about this, is the cultural humility and finding people who not only look like you and who you can trust, but who are really there to support your children best. And so from that, he's been on the planet now for 28 years. It has been a struggle. It has been a challenge. It's been a joy. Every area you can think of, we've experienced. And then even losing his father, it became another shift for me in how I protect and take care of my son. One of the things I talk about in the book is one of the saddest things I've had to teach my son, who is over 6'3", he's about 6'3" and over 200 pounds, is to stop, freeze, and what that means. Because I did not want him to come into any legality issues or anything with policing. And unfortunately, he's had to spend 24 hours with the police when he was with his dad, when his dad passed. And so those kinds of things are the things that I worry about, just like any other mother. But when your son doesn't have language or a lot of expressive language, you have to really be concerned with how do you manage and take care of them and protect them. And again, now without his father present, it's just another level of worry for me and my family. One of the things that I am looking forward to doing as a result of not only this book, but just something I'm passionate about. I've been a counselor for 20-something years. And so my goal has been to push students and youth to college. But I didn't have that available to my own child. And so now my goal is to make sure that the organization I'm creating is called Blueprint. And it is an opportunity for children and youth on the spectrum, and young adults, I should say, to go off to have their next life, whatever that means. And that means each child and each young adult has their own blueprint. So thank you, Khadijah. Thank you, Medea. And thank you, the exceptional mothers who've been involved in this project. And I'd also like to thank my godmother, I see her here, my family, Medea, again, Stacy Williams, Eric Beck, Auntie Sheila, Tiffany Alexander. There's a couple more I can't see, but thank you all for being my village. And this is really important work. We are trailblazers, but we're also griots. These stories need to be told and heard, and families that look like us, Black and brown, need to see this. So thank you.
Thank you, Nicole. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. And I forgot, everybody, we had links for all of the authors. So for those of you who are here, for whomever, if you can drop your links to your for your books, we were asking everybody to support them. And Nicole, just thank you so much. It's so amazing. Thank you for everything that you have done, all the support, and I just really appreciate you. Okay, Kisma's leaving. Bruce is leaving now. Oh, you're on mute, Nicole. Awesome, awesome sauce, awesome sauce. And so bringing up the rear, last but certainly not least, is a dear friend of mine who I met again, met through other people, organizations, Sherilyn Wheeler, better known as AKA Mimi. What can I say? She literally came on board with us probably about 3 or 4 months ago, but she was ready to write. We had the pleasure of meeting each other in person for the very first time. The end of October 2022. And Mr. Cameron is everything, okay? When I tell you he is everything, he is everything and then some. And I never said this to you, but just seeing what you do with Cameron gives me so much hope for Kisma. Like, you have been an amazing example of how our children can have a full, amazing life. You know, I want Cameron's life too. But without further ado, I want to bring up to share with us Sherilyn Wheeler, and I'm just trying to find her. Where did she go? Did she drop off? I don't see her. I think she dropped off. Oh no, there she goes. There she goes. I'm sorry. There you go.
Unmute me. Greetings. Can you hear me? Greetings.
We can hear you.
Okay, great. I can't hear me. Peace and love. Peace and love. Oh my goodness. So much to say. First of all, I want to thank you, Khadijah, for even offering me. I think pre-COVID is when we first talked about doing something like this, and I had so much information and didn't know where to start. And then life kept happening, and we fast forwarded to a couple of months ago, and we just kind of like got in there and got it together. I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to tell the pieces of the stories that I felt mattered. Another sister said that it was cathartic. I cannot tell you how healing it was for me to go back and visit that time in my life. I was 34 years old. I was having this boy that I had always prayed for, and I wanted him when I was 35. And 2 weeks after I turned 35, there he was. You know, my gift, my joy. And just thinking back at the time of my state of mind and my focus and my direction, he was truly my compass. My life pre-Cameron and my life since Cameron is like a whole 180 degree and then some. I'm on a completely different trajectory because of his life. And I say that there are so many people out there that know Cameron. They know Cameron has a mom because they never see Cameron without me or without my babe, but they know Cameron. People will come up to me in the store anywhere and they'll say, Cameron, oh, I used to be your bus driver, or remember so and so and so. And I'm looking at him like, I don't know this person, but they know my child and he knows them. And what's amazing to me is he remembers their names, he remembers their faces, he remembers something about them. His life is, I often say, there are two times, I want to come back twice, once as one of my daughter's children and once as Cameron, because he has figured out how to manifest and create this beautiful life and have all of these people around him that protect him, starting with my 3 daughters, my 3 heartbeats, I call them. He's our sunshine for all of us, all of us. I couldn't have done it without them. I still don't do it without them. The one other thing that I think about a lot of times is once Cameron was born and just trying to deal with the hurdles, that the hurdles existed, but the answers didn't. No one had an answer, and they were real good in California to give you money. And then that money couldn't take you anyplace. You couldn't do anything because nobody had the services. Cameron's life gave me permission. It gave me permission to ask why. Why not? And if there's not an answer, I'll create the answer. We'll be the answer. And then we'll go turn around and tell everyone else what the answer is. And so this book has allowed me to get some of that really important information out for those new first-time parents or parents who are not aware that their child has different and exceptional needs that will change and rock their world and soothe their heart and put the biggest smile on their face. He knew that I was going to be online. He knew I was going to be with Miss Khadijah, and he knew he was going to get to see Kisma. Normally, he won't sit this close to me. He wants to be the guy. He's 25 years old. He wants to be away from mommy. He has sat here the whole time watching the screen for Kisma, Ab, and Goose. And so he really connects with people in a way that allows them to really see his heart and his spirit. And they don't have to just take my word for it, because, you know, we always think our child is the best and exceptional. No other child does it. Well, he can show people better than I can tell people. To the other authors, it has been a joy to read the stories that you shared and to look at the correlations between all of us almost around the same time, if not the same time, a similar journey in a whole nother state. Thank you so much for being so open and vulnerable with us, and allowing us to journey along with you, allowing me to journey along with you. I knew I was not a unicorn out there. I knew there were other mothers just like me going through the same and similar. And now we've created a space, a safe space for us to all speak, come and gather. So thank you so much.
Wow. Thank you so much, Mimi, Charlene. Thank you. It's so funny saying that. I'm like, Charlene. But thank you so much. And I just want to say to you all authors, just thank you. Thank you for staying 10 toes down. We took 5 years to write this book, and you could have said, you know what, I'm out. Because we had a few people that were like, look, this is too much. Like, I'm out. I can't wait. But there was something in your spirit that said, hey, I'm here. What's going on? But like, I'm here. And I'm just so thankful for you all. And let's do this. Tonight, before we end and allow everybody to say their congratulations, we have some prizes that we want to give away to the participants for showing up here. So the first prize is going to consist of one of our cups. Can y'all see me? They can't see me? Lord have mercy. Yes, okay, I can see me. So, oh goodness, look at me. Show it on yours, babe. Mimi's showing it. But this is our cup that says, I love exception. I love someone exceptional. And then we also have a bracelet here inside, along with some amazing, oh my God, this soap is amazing. This soap was made by our co-author, Mimi. She makes these amazing natural soaps. And I wish you could smell this because it's divine, it's heavenly. But this is coming as a gift. All three of these are coming as a gift. And the only thing you have to do is put into the chat any number between 1 and 25. And the authors, you guys can't participate, but everyone else. So if anyone wants to participate, please pick a number between 1 and 25. And we're going to choose a number. Where's Goose at? He could have chosen a number for us.
Goose said she out.
Yeah, Goose is gone.
Is it okay to leave? Tell mommy I'm home.
Oh, 2 people chose 22.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Drum roll, please. The number, what? The number is 14. 14. Who is number 14? Wait, let me see. Who's 14? Let me go back up. 14 is
13.
Kalia Richard. Kalia, congratulations. Is that your daughter, Mimi? Okay, Kalia. Congratulations. We will get your information. I'll get your information from Mimi and I'll send it out to you. And so then we have another package, the same thing. It's the mug. It's the mug. It's beautiful bracelet. If you can see the bracelet I have here on, it'll be the bracelet. And then again, another amazing set of soaps here. And this prize is going to go to the person who's signed in from the furthest. So if you could put down in the chat where you are signing in from, where you're calling in from, so we can see who's the furthest out. Philly. Where do you live at? So we can see who's the furthest from here.
Texas, Chicago, Florida,
Illinois, Baltimore,
Georgia.
Georgia. We got Georgia.
Georgia,
So far, Texas is in the
Chicago. What's that? Illinois?
just put in the chat where you're calling in from.
Jersey, Chicago.
We got Chicago. I think Texas is the furthest. Let's see. The furthest from here, people. Like the furthest in the United States. Like if it was somebody in here from Washington, they'd be the furthest out from where we are right now. I only see Chicago. I think it's Texas. Let's see. Yeah, it's Texas. Regina Lewis. Regina Lewis, you are the winner of this prize here. Thank you so much for sharing and being here tonight with us. And now we want to open up with the number 14, Kalia and Deborah. Okay, I'll send one to Deborah. Okay. All righty. Okay, so now we want to open up the chat and allow everyone to share and congratulate. And I believe you can unmute yourself at this point. So the floor is open for anyone who wants to share.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Khadijah's mother. I just want to say congratulations to all the phenomenal women that have written the book, including my daughter. I have an exceptional, phenomenal granddaughter, which is Kisma, and I'm very, very proud of the progress that she's made with the help of her mother and her supporting system. And I just want to say to you guys, God bless you. Keep doing what you do. I know that you're going to change the world system, and I'm very proud. And I'm very, very proud and thankful to be on this call. I learned so much through reading my daughter's information. I may be silent, but I'm here in spirit all the time and willing to work if you need me to do anything. God bless.
Thank you, Mom.
Yay.
Hey.
Congratulations. It's Medea. I would like to just such gratitude, all of you all, Khadijah, Sister Cheryl, Dr. Is it Abna? Am I saying it right? Abina?
Abner.
Abna, Mimi, Nicole, Vibe, aka Angela, the perseverance. And I look forward to purchasing the book. And my mother was an advocate for exceptional people to the day she rolled out of here. So to bear witness to the fruits of you all's labor is like no weapon formed against us shall prosper. So I thank you all for your embodiment and your demonstration of true living. Thank you. I'm gratitude.
Thank you,
I
Medea.
have to purchase. I will purchase a copy from each of y'all, Nikki.
Thank you, Medea. Okay, who's next? Who wants to share?
Hi, I'm Nicole's mother and PJ's grandmother. And I want to say congratulations to all of you. And I was always taught that God makes no mistakes. He gives exceptional children to exceptional people. And he knew that you were going to do right by the children that you bear. And I, as a grandmother, and I know there's another grandmother here, we go through this journey as well. We're in the background, but everything that Nicole has experienced, I've experienced as well. PJ is my grandson, and I just can't tell you how much I love this little boy. Well, he's a big man now, but I cannot tell you what he means to us and our family. And I'm sure that all of you of exceptional children and adults feel that same kind of empathy and passion in your hearts. So congratulations. I knew that you all could do it. I've been, like I said, sitting in the background, observing Nikki go through this journey, and I am so excited that it's now coming to fruition. Congratulations.
Thank you,
So
Mommy. Y'all are
much.
making me cry tonight. I'm
All
so
right.
Oh, that's what.
Hey, who's next? Who wants to share?
I want to share something real quick.
Mhm.
I forgot to say it. Thank you, Khadija, for digging in your heels and keeping this going. I know it was a rough road for a long time, and I know I was a pain sometimes, to be honest. So I appreciate you putting up with me and my impatience and wanting to get everything done. And I appreciate all the hard work that you did to get all of this going for us. We appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, who's next? Who would like to share?
I just want to say congratulations to all of you. I cannot wait to read the book. I feel like I really relate to Miss Cheryl the most because my daughter was in early Head Start and I knew something was wrong, but I didn't know what it was. And the people in early Head Start noticed the same thing and started getting her tested, but they did the same thing. It was just like, okay, she's developmentally delayed, but that's it. And it's like, well, now what? And then the pandemic happened, and then, you know, like Khadijah, I had a cancer journey as well. So that was put on pause. And I'm like, okay, what am I to do? Because I'm stuck in the hospital and stuff like that. So it was just like, I don't know what to do. And luckily, I found an amazing school for my daughter, and I can see the progress. They're really working with my child. I still don't know to this day if it was just, you know, being delayed as a baby, because she seemed like she's caught up. She got straight A's and stuff like that. But it's just like in the back of my head, is something wrong and I just don't notice it. So yeah, I just want to say thank you, Miss Cheryl, for sharing your story, because it's like, yeah, I'm not alone.
Thank you, Tasha. We love you
Thank
so
you, Miss
much.
Tasha.
Such a support to us, and we just love you. Yeah. Who wants to share next?
I'd like to share next. Khadijah Ali, I love you. You're my friend forever, my partner, and I appreciate you so much. You know, we go way, way back, you know, and I know your triumph, and I also know your success and how strong you are. And I appreciate you. And I'm so happy that, you know, you have excelled this far and more is to come, you know? And it has motivated me to do what I need to do because I'm in transition in my life right now.
Mm.
And my Dina Bell is my heart and soul. I live for her. I breathe for her. And I can relate to Cheryl's story because my daughter is not retarded in any way, shape, or form. She is very intelligent. She communicates in a different way. You just have to learn her way, you know? And she demands that. That's what I love about her. I can't say it, but I want to make you understand what I'm saying. And it has developed me to, you know, be patient, courteous and kind, compassionate. And that's what it takes. And it requires and respect people who are differently abled, no matter what color, what race, I am color blind and I stick to that. I stick to that. So I'm saying it to say we just have to be passionate and patient and just advocate for those that can't articulate themselves the way we do because we quote unquote are normal. So I want to thank the exceptional mothers here tonight as you move forward because triumphantly you're going to be successful. You're going to find more moms and more stories to build on what you're doing now. I thank you and I applaud you and I honor you.
Oh my God, wait a minute. I see you, Stacy. I just need to say something really quick because this woman who just spoke, I want to read you my thank yous. This one in particular, a special shout out to my partner, sister, and friend, Darlene Reeves. Darlene, from the moment I met you, I knew we would be lifelong sisters.
Yes.
No matter the time or distance, I love you and Kadena always. Thank you for showing me what partnership and philanthropy truly looks like. Thank you for always leading the way and demonstrating how extraordinary of a life a child with exceptional abilities can have. The way you care for and plan for Kadena's life is a true benefit, a true blueprint. I just wanted to read that to you. I wanted to give you your flowers because if it wasn't for you, when Goosey Goose came along, you were another person that I was able to really have a blueprint of what to do and advocate for my child. At the time we lived in New Jersey, it was a lot of services, but navigating that and trying to figure out everything. If it wasn't for this woman, and we started an organization way back then too, called Determined to Achieve Parent Network, with the same intention that I'm carrying through now with Mothers of Exceptional Children. That is my blueprint. And I just want to honor you and thank you and say thank you for being here and supporting us and just everything that you are. Appreciate you. I love you.
I love you guys. You are determined to achieve parents that in the network. You are. And we asked for that to be franchised. And so it was said, so it is done in your town. So let's keep the movement going. Let's keep advocating for these young people because they become adults, and we're their voice. We are their voice, and we have to plan for their future. So please keep up the work because we're all here and we transition. We are sowers and we plant good seeds and we nurture them. If you don't nurture the seed, it's not gonna grow. And our children, we have to when we plant that seed, we nourish it and they grow to the best of their ability, and to be judgment free. I thank you so much for the moms of exceptional children. I love you and God keep you.
Yeah. And we have a Stacy. Yes, there she goes. Go ahead. Thank you for.
Just really quickly, I want to say thank you so much to all of you and the work that has gone into telling your stories. Nicole, my heart, my partner, my just everything in my journey. And to say briefly, when my son was born, I was told to say goodbye, that there was nothing they could do for him. They weren't going to save him. And I walked to the side of his bed in the NICU and I said, hello, we're going to fight and we're going to win. And so he is here today at 24 years old. And the work that's happening here, what I want to say is that we are changing the narrative, that we are changing the narrative, that everyone belongs. There is room for all of these beautiful, exceptional ways of being in the world, and that it's the systems that are the problem. They're too small for our amazing miracle dreamers. They're too small for them. And so this is right here is our tribe. And I just want to call us to link arms and charge forward and continue to change the narrative. So much love for you all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Stacey, thank you so much. That's so beautiful. So beautiful. Okay. Does anybody else want to speak or say anything?
Hi, I would like to speak.
He's been trying to talk.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so this is Kalia Richard. I'm Charlene's daughter.
Yes.
So Cameron is my brother. Congratulations to you all. I've never, as many books as I've came across and read and heard about, this is one of the ones that nobody wants to talk about or dive into. And it's telling your story and the journey of the people that we love, instead of having other people think or tell you about something they don't know about. Let's just say that. Growing up, I know exactly hands-on the love and the stress and the not knowing and the confusion of this journey, because I was right there with my mom. And I give you guys, like you say, your flowers right now, every single day, every parent that has something to do with taking care of a child that needs them a little bit more. I understand and I see, and I give you guys your flowers and I say, thank you. This book will open up so many different eyes. And I say that with as much love because I believe that it needs to go worldwide. More people need to hear this story. They need to know what goes on. They need to know the struggles from with the IEPs, from the schooling, from just people that are not educated and don't know. And they need to know. So giving someone an outlet to tell their story on a platform is amazing. I see this going bigger than what you even think that it will be. I see this at, book signings, part 2s, part 3s. Other people are going to be coming on the platform with the same experiences. You look for those people that have the same story as you, or something similar, something you can relate to, something you can learn from, something you can benefit from. And you guys are giving all of that and then some. I cannot wait to read every single one of you guys' chapters. I don't even know all of you guys, but I'm proud of you. Anybody that's an extension of my mom, hi Cameron, and my brother has my whole entire heart. So I just wanted to say congratulations, and I'm excited for you guys.
Thank you, baby. Thank you. I just wanted to say how proud I am. That's my number 3. So she was 16 when Cameron was born, or 15, 16 when Cameron was born. She grew up. She watched me. She helped me. She assisted me. She was like the go-getter mommy. She wasn't playing. She grew up to be the wonderful, exceptional parent of an exceptional young man on the spectrum, my grandson, Armand. Now, when I tell you, I see so much of me back then in her. I'm like, no wonder she had to watch me, help me, assist me, journey along with me, because she was setting up for her journey. Things like this can wipe people out because they don't understand the purpose that they came here for to begin with. They thought it was something else. Well, when you get your exceptional one, all of a sudden your purpose and your journey shifts really quickly. And she was able to pivot real time, and she pivots every day. Now I'm so proud of her. She's going to be volume 2. Her and the Gen X or whatever's coming behind us, They're going to be the volume 2 coming from our book, Khadijah. That's what that's going to be.
Yes.
I'm on board.
So before the next person goes, I wanted to give an opportunity to a very special person who's been supportive. Nida Safi is here. I've known him for many, many years, and I feel like he's like a mentor, an uncle, a confidant, an advisor, all rolled into one. So I wanted to give you an opportunity. I did hear Dr. Abena say that you were trying to speak, Safi, so go ahead.
I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to see this. It's mind blowing. It's beautiful. And proud of you. I know where you come from. I've seen the struggles. And the same with Dr. Eben. And, but, you know, what I would like to say, and the young lady said it, and her mother said it, you know, we all have destinies, but most of the time we don't know what they are. You see, and we're pushed into these things. And these are tests for us to really see what, you know, what it's about. I think I listened to Sister Abena talk about her struggles and her education and her life going through, but all of it was for a purpose, because she was able to come along and help you work with this, and you've been on this struggle for a long time. I mean, this was nothing that you had asked for. You know, you were a young lady married to your love at that time, you know, and you had those children, and, you know, and then boom, he passed away, and you were out there struggling and working and making sure that your children get to school, and the little ones. And, you know, it's just been one wonderful experience. And I look at you and I'm proud of you. I'm proud of all these ladies, the ones that I don't know, and I'm, you know, the ones that have written the book. And I want to get the book because I have some family members who have challenging children, exceptional ones who need to be, and they need to have this kind of information. I also finally, before I end, I'd like to say that that you put this book out, but one of the things that that you now, because you have a son that does this work, now you need to do a little screen thing. And we talked about, you and I, the last time we talked, you know, when you put these things in the format of sort of like real but fiction, it reaches a big audience. You see, it can not only reach the adults, it reaches the youngsters also. So you have, you know, your mission is there, and, you know, I can see you becoming, you know, you and all the different people who are involved in this can be doing some wonderful things. This is not only for this country, this could be spread throughout the world. There are a lot of need for this type of, you know, for this type of information to be spread out. So keep up the good work, and, you know, make sure I can get these books.
Okay, I got you.
All right.
Hi, hello.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Denise Von Moore, and I would like to say to you awesome authors, great job.
Yeah.
Nicole, you know, we are all on this journey together. You know, I'm also a parent of an exceptional adult. I applaud all of you for telling your story. Great job to all of you ladies. Everyone sees our glory, but they don't know our story.
That's right.
Especially if they are not able to walk in our shoes and see what we go through every day. But I would like to say to you all that keep your hand in God's hand, stay prayerful, and we're gonna show the world something. Keep up the good work, ladies.
Thank you for that. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, who'd like to go next? No?
I will.
Hey, Z.
I'm just so elated and excited and happy for you, Queen. I've been a part of your journey for a few years. I didn't know you as Goose was growing up, but we've had many conversations and I've got to know her as she has been growing up. And I'm just so in awe of you as the mother that you are, always making sure that she has everything, always making sure that she's in the right places at the right time with the right people. And for this book journey, yay, it's been a long time coming, but I am so happy to see that it is here. Congratulations to all of you, all of the mothers, and thank God for the fathers that you gave the tribute to earlier today. God bless them as well. I just want you to know that you are all appreciated for the service of love that you're bringing to the planet, and for your beloved, exceptional children. We say thank you, that they will be on their greatest journey yet to be. So thank you. I already have my book coming, and I've been sharing to have more people buy the book. So congratulations, everyone, and God bless you. One love.
Thank you, Z. Thank you. Did you want to say any parting words, babe?
I just want to say I love you, baby. And I'm so proud of all the queens that wrote the book. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of it. And it doesn't stop.
Yes, yes. All righty, everybody. This has been an amazing opportunity. Thank you all for coming tonight to celebrate our launch of our book. If anyone is interested in helping us with the nonprofit, just email us at mothersofexceptionalchildren@gmail.com, and I will get right back to you and get you more information about what our mission is and what we're going to be up to. And everyone have a good night. Thank you all for coming out again.
Thank you.
Thank you,
night.
Khadijah. Peace
Thank
and
you.
blessings, ladies. Peace and blessings.
Good night.
God bless you
Much
all.
love
Thank
to
you.
everybody.
One
Good
love.
night.
Love.
Good night. Blessings,
Good night,
everybody.
Thanks to
Bless
everyone.
you.
Right.
Good night. Thank you.
Night. Thank you for
Good
coming.
night.
I'm getting more Zooming today.
What happened?
Good night, Jim Bob.
Yeah.
He hears you.
Can't see.
You got to go in the camera.
You can.
Talk. So I think you can see. Okay. All right. Eric Beck. Is that someone?
That's my friend, Dr. Beck.
Oh, okay.
Are you? I guess you can delete them out, right? Or cut them off or whatever. See, well.
Okay. Okay, I
And who's the iPhone?
that's babe. Who's
okay.
that? Oh, who's that? Who's this on iPhone? Can you identify yourself?
I don't know who that is.
Yours says Abdullah iPhone. Let me
Might be Amir.
no, Amir said Amir. No, I don't want to support nobody to Zoom. I just want to
Yay. I just wanted us to be on here. Oh my
okay.
God.
Oh goodness, I'm just glad it's done.
Job well done, young lady. Well done.
Oh my goodness. It's so loud in here.
Well done.
Oh, you sure? Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. Let me tell you. First of all, I had to black my screen out because I was over here. You did
you
say
pull
that
it?
picture.
Oh.
Girl, I had to come. I was like, I got to hurry and get myself together. That video, and then when y'all replayed it with the music, I was like, oh. And then when you put the book and excerpts of us, I should have been prepared for this. That was emotional. I need therapy. It was so beautiful. Oh my God. Professional. Like, I really felt like I was watching a documentary unfold. We need to take this to the next level. Sis.
Yes. I'm gonna put it on. You have a
I
YouTube
wish I had a bunch of books right now in my tote because
I
I'm
know.
going to South Africa on Tuesday. So if I see any organizations, I'm gonna link up with them, get their information so we can send books.
Right.
One of my friends today said we need to package it like 5 books and send them out to schools.
Okay.
And I was like, that's a thought. And I was just thinking about CPS. I want to think about New Jersey, New York, Philly, all these schools.
Right.
You just give them a package of 5. Watch that wonder work.
Come on now. Come on.
And that for sororities, we can sell on that too. Those women are principals, counselors, social workers, whatever. They at every walk of life, but they are in those spaces where this is a need.
Right.
One day I polled a research question to find out how many people knew or had a loved